this person chose wrong. This feels like self-sabotage. It has something to do with you. Maybe the way that they mishandled the situation, they mishandled you, they mistreated you, they mistreated and violated the relationship, the bond is what I'm hearing. But this person is having a really hard time accepting what their current reality is. They don't like where they are. They don't like who they have chosen to surround themselves with, these people that they're with. They don't like where they have chosen to be. And they're realizing this, you know, and I'm saying all of this because this person is really regretting how they chose to deal with you. Okay, that was Ari. He was scratching at the door. So I feel like this person wants to come to your house. They want to maybe even have a conversation, be around you. You know, the cats, they're always so curious to come in here, and I never let them out, I don't ever allow them to come in here. And so, you know, it is very much giving 9 of Wands boundaries. I think this person, like the way that you are expressing your boundaries, they are seen, they are felt, and it's making this person really regret their choices, you know, and I'm bringing this all up. I feel like we have to tap into this because this person wants to have a conversation. They want to have a new passionate beginning with you with this Ace of Wands. You know, one of the big realizations here is that this person is realizing that it was a blessing to have you in their life. It was a blessing to have and to experience your energy. You were a really good person. You were you were a true friend. You were someone that emotionally supported them. You celebrated them. They had a lot of good times with you. And I feel like this time, you could have ghosted this person with the Hermit energy. So this time apart, this person is now coming to conclusion that they're regretting their choices. And it's like, it's a deep depression that this person is in. Ooh, there's a spider here. Lots of interruptions here. This person sees that, you know, I know we need to get to this deck here. But this person, there's a lot of interruptions. I feel like this person wants to interrupt because what they see that's going on, you could have a new beginning going on in your life, which I don't know. I feel like it could be this accumulation of like something physical coming into your life. It could be a passion. It could be like a new start that they are watching. This person is watching you. And this is what's bringing on this energy of wanting to have a conversation, wanting to talk. They're, you know, they can't get around this 10 of Swords though, you know. I feel like this person really wants to make things right between the both of you. But that would mean that they would have to admit all of the mistreatment. And it's almost like they can't believe what they've done. So they don't even really want to accept what they've done to you. You know, there's a lot of interruptions. So I feel like this person wants to interrupt whatever is going on in your life too. They want to interrupt, maybe even stop something that you're doing. It could mean that they want to stop your finances here. This is a 9 of Pentacles energy, some type of new beginning here. They want to put a pause. They want to stop it. They want to interrupt something and kind of make their feelings a focal point of your life. So, you know, this person could have betrayed you. And in that they betrayed themselves. And that's the big thing that this person is realizing, is that they betrayed themselves. And I'm saying all of this because I feel like this person, for it to be a 10, for a 3 of Cups and a 10 of Swords to be here, you created a strong emotional bond with this person to the point that they could have betrayed you many different times, several times, or whatever has happened, it was unforgivable, you know? But that doesn't take away from the love and like the good memories. So I feel like I have to say this because we have the strength card here, that this might be really hard to deal with if this person does decide to reach out and communicate with you, maybe even apologize. And what I'm hearing, like, if they did apologize, this would be a very weak apology. I think it would be a lot of victimizing themselves or making excuses, pushing the blame onto other people, because this person really can't even understand why they did what they did. In fact, they do kind of understand what they did and why they did it, but they don't want to accept it because it's really nasty. It's you know, what they did to you had really nothing to do with you and what you did to them, and what they did to you, you didn't really deserve. You did not deserve what they did. And they feel just really conflicted because even coming towards you and maybe even apologizing, wanting to like make things right, they feel like it's on their spirit. I feel like it's on their conscious. It's like something deep inside. When they go inward and reflect on this, like what they've done and what has happened between the both of you, their higher self, their guides, their ancestors are telling them, like, you got to make this right. Like, things are not going to be good for you until you make this right. But it almost feels like if they have to come and make it right, this person could have had like a group of people also against you. So them coming to you and making it right makes them, it even just makes the story not add up, you know? Because I feel like this person has painted you to be something, you know, that you're not, you know? I feel like this person sees you. Okay, yeah, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this person sees you a lot. They spy on you. But the main message here for the collective is that this person might try to psychically connect with you, try to physically connect with you, because they know that they did you wrong, you know, and they want to make things right. They want to make this situation the focal point of your life. But the truth of the matter is that this is not the focal point of your life. You have a lot going on for yourself. You have a lot of things that you want to focus on. And this can no longer be like the main topic. This cannot be like a main event in your story anymore. You know, you just don't even find it to be even important, you know, and I think that's the main thing. And Spirit wants to really emphasize to be strong, because there was some type of really strong emotional bond and friendship and love in this connection, even if this is a romantic situation. You know, there was a friendship. You confided in this person. You really loved this person. And that's the thing. That's why they feel so guilty and they feel so bad, because you were a really good person to this. You are one of the only real person that this person had in their life. And at one point you felt that this person was too. But I think this whole situation kind of outed them, you know, exposed them for their true character and, you know, how they move. You know, and I think if you just really, some of you guys, if you look at this situation, you'll understand that, you know, this is just how this person moves. This is not the first time that this person has dealt with you or other people. This is how they are. They betray. This person has a lot of abandonment issues, a lot of pain to work through. So this is like kind of like a defense mechanism that they do. But they're realizing that they didn't have to do that with you. You were real with them. You really loved them. You gave them love, friendship, companionship, you know. And this is what this person can't accept, that they don't have this anymore. And they can't believe that they treated the person that they felt. Because I feel like this person does have love for you, but I don't think this person knows how to love. I think this person loves who you are. They see you as a person that they are supposed to love, but I don't feel like this person knows how to love properly. They love for all the wrong reasons. They might love just to receive love back, and that's not why you love, you know? This person loves in order to get love back. you know. They might love because they find it to be beneficial to give that type of energy to you, you know, because you can give them something in return, you know, whether that be something physical or emotional. All right. But let's get to the message, because the one thing to hold on to is how this person treated you, the way that this person moved, how they chose to handle the situation, and what they chose. I feel like when all of this was going down, this was very out of character, you felt, about this person, but you decided to let them stand on business. Like, stand on business. You stay over there, you deal with those people. And I feel like, you know, because you started to really see this person as those people. So, you know, like that type of person, you started kind of like separating yourself from them and not really putting you and this person in the same category. And the people that they were choosing to be around, you understood that that's their people. That's the type of energy. And you're nothing like this person and the people that they've chose to surround themselves with, because it benefited them for the time being. It validated it, you know, it validated them in some type of way, I'm hearing. But you chose to, you know, to leave them where they wanted to be, what they were choosing to do. You didn't try to stop shit, you know, for one, because you have a lot of things, like you don't want this pain and these types of relationships to be your story. You have grown so much over the last couple of years, and you want to continue to grow past this point where you are. We have my galaxy amazing. So you're working on making your life amazing. We have body, face, and brains. Like, you know, you're focusing on your intellect. You're focused on like how you project your energy out to the world, and you're focusing on your body. You know, when I hear face, I'm feeling like, you know, you could be working on your appearance, but it's mostly how you show up to the things that you find important. You know, you're really fine-tuning yourself. We have the book Seed of Harvest. So I feel like you're really working on like your legacy. That Seed of Harvest, that is about, that story by Octavia Butler. It's a series of like 4 or 5 books. It's about like her passing on her seed and making her children be stronger. It's like building an empire kind of energy, building like an empire of like your family. It's giving very much legacy. Like you're focusing on not just you, but the younger generation that's going to take the baton from you. You know, like there's other things that are so much more important than this situation here. And I'm so proud that you have reached this mindset, because it's taken you a long time. And I'm hearing like this is a boss level. Like this relationship could have been like a boss level for you. And you choosing yourself, even if this person comes to say sorry, I don't think it could ever be the way that it used to be. This relationship has been changed forever. So even if they do want to make it right, you see this person and like people like them dangerous and not a part of your harvest, not a part of your amazing life, not a part of what you're working on. You know, we have dark magic. I feel like this speaks to you and them. I feel like this person, they use their dark magic kind of like, they're not responsible. They're not thinking when they're doing certain things. And I feel like when you're using your dark magic, which is really like, when we think of dark magic, this is more of like protection or baneful energy, working with dark forces of something. I feel like if you're doing that, it's to better yourself. It's to protect yourself. You're doing this responsibly, you know? And I think this person, understands that they can't use this dark magic on you anymore or ever. Because there's a sense, I'm thinking of another like reading that I did yesterday where I was saying like, you know, when somebody is truly walking in their purpose and their truth, they're not able to hex. They just become a pawn in the way that your life unfolds, the way that you fall deeper into your truth and your purpose. So, you know, you can't touch someone that's really moving with God, that God is working through. You cannot hex and curse someone. You might be able to influence, but you're not going to be able to take something, destroy something. You just become an influence in order to shape and mold that person more stronger. So I feel like, yeah, kiss me more. I feel like you could also have a lot of, this speaks to your friendships, because I'm hearing that song, you know, with Doja Cat and SZA, where it's giving very much like friendships. I feel like you have like healthy friendships right now. And considering this person, it's just like really like conflicting. And it's a strange energy to be in, because when you get to the 10, you know, or the 9 I see here, even the Hermit, this is really big, developed energy. You know this person. And it feels weird to look at them in this way, but you have like more authentic, true, loving, caring relationships in your life now that really wouldn't dare to treat you the way that this person treated you, you know? So that's something to hold on. And more importantly, you have things to get to. Speaking to this person, giving this person time, inviting them back into your life, which I don't feel like that would even happen. This would be a disservice to you and your life and your energy and like where your energy is supposed to go towards, you know? It says, I can't believe I made it. This is what we're thankful for. I can't believe we made it. This is the thing. You've made it out of something. You could have really felt like this issue was a huge hurdle for you at one point. This could involve family. This can involve like a really long relationship, long-term relationship, whether it be family or romantic, I'm really getting, or like a friend that's been in your life for some time. This could have felt like a hurdle to get over, and you no longer feel that way. You feel free, you feel open, you've like got over the hurdle, and you're very thankful for it. I think you need to tap more into that energy than their regret and their sadness. I know you love this person, you're gonna love them regardless, but there is, you know, such thing as loving somebody from afar. You know, you can love somebody from afar. They don't need to have complete access to you. It doesn't need to be like how it was, because it can never be. This person has really betrayed you in such a way that they are undeserving of what you got coming in for yourself. If you hone in, you have this 9 of Pentacles waiting for you. I get that. Transmute. It's time to transmute. The message today is to take everything that I said here into consideration and to start transmuting this energy. This is not about going back and forth. This is not about having a uncomfortable conversation. You already had that uncomfortable conversation with yourself and your guides and God. Like, you don't need to have it with them, you know? So because I feel like this person is going to play victim, and you don't need to argue. You don't need to be gaslit or any of that. So you're being asked to transmute this energy. You're being asked to be more mature here. We have emotionally young, and to just handle this situation as if you were telling a child on how to handle it, is what I'm picking up on it, you know? So with that being said, check out the Stand Store. The candle workshop starts Tuesday. Check out the Stand Store if you want to book with me. My bookings are open. Book with me if you need to. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.